Hey man, what it is? Y'all already know. This is Dean. I am your host, Dean. By any means, like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all of y'all who be rocking with me. And like I said, hit the Cash App $ Dean by any means. I want to talk about the blatant racism in the NBA. Josh Giddey got some serious allegations about him out here, about him and a girl that possibly was underage. Now, I ain't convicting the man saying he did it or didn't do it. But I watched the NBA sit up there and criticize a man, have him on every tabloid, have a bunch of these analysts sit out there and talk about Kyrie Irving, about talking about he's anti this and he's anti that, when all the man did was put a link and gave his opinion. All the man did was pin a link and gave his opinion. And you can't even do that in today's world. But people can have serious allegations against them and it don't make headlines. It's not a big deal. He continued to play. They suspended Kyrie. They told him to stay away indefinitely. Let that have been Kyrie and Josh Giddey's situation. It wouldn't be no coming back. John Morant, John Morant didn't even do nothing illegal. John Morant got suspended for 25 games and he didn't even do nothing illegal. They couldn't even allege he did something illegal. He showed the gun. In Tennessee, you're allowed to have guns, and John Morant is not a felon. It's crazy to me. And then we still sit up here and all we want to do is be rappers, basketball players, entertainers when they really show us how they feel about us right in front of our face, right in front of the world. This is blatant in front of the world. Kyrie Irving and John Morant didn't even do nothing illegal. Josh Giddey possibly did. We're talking about John Morant, your opinion on John Morant. He should have never been suspended for nothing. He did nothing wrong. He did nothing legally wrong. Kyrie Irving did nothing legally wrong. Josh Giddey possibly did something very, very legally wrong. That's definitely worse than what either of them two did combined. But it don't work out that way when you ain't got the complexion for the protection. And y'all tell me to not stand up for my culture, for my ancestors, for my race. That's all Kyrie Irving was preaching. Look at Colin Kaepernick. He did nothing wrong. He is out the league. Dana White slaps his wife right there in front of the world. It ain't about nothing. Let Kyrie Irving had did that. Let Terrell Owens had did that. Yeah, these guys are getting millions. Y'all strive to get money, but what kind of money are you getting though? Do you have to be mentally a slave? Can you not give your opinion? Can you not speak up on what's right or what's wrong because who is cashing your checks? We not free. That's all Kyrie was saying. Kyrie posted a link. And the crazy thing is, Shaquille O'Neal never got reprimanded for nothing when his movie theater that he owns showed the film. Kyrie just posted a link. When Amazon, the person of Amazon, the owner of Amazon, is from that community and was selling the book, was selling the documentary. And he's from the community that y'all claim Kyrie Irving was anti against. And they suspended that man. John Morant still not playing right now for something he did not do. He did nothing illegal. All he did was show a gun. Last time I checked, showing a gun is not illegal. People do it every day on YouTube, every day on Instagram. Is John Morant a felon? Aren't you allowed to have guns in the state of Tennessee last time I checked? So y'all suspend somebody because of the perception and how people feel, but you won't suspend somebody and reprimand them and have it on every tabloid when somebody actually done something? An actual action? NFL NBA, are just flat out the racism and the hypocrisy is just crazy. And this is what happens when you work for predominantly white owners. You're not going to get treated fair, even though y'all are the product. Y'all the ones bringing in all the money. For all the NBA players not even saying nothing about it is more crazy to me. The fact that the NBA players are just letting this happen. The fact Kyrie is not even opening his mouth right now. The fact Ja Morant is not saying nothing right now at this moment because they too scared to say something. This is wrong. NFL players have lost their career over what they believe in. That ain't nothing. How you gonna tell somebody what to believe in? Josh Giddey may have actually done something egregious, but he gets to play. He's not getting talked about on every tabloid. You had these analysts that was calling Kyrie out left and right. They ain't said a peep. They ain't said a peep. And if they did say something, they just reported on what happened. They didn't give their opinion on it and go in their bag and make whole articles about it. Ja Morant sitting home right now for showing a gun. What Josh Giddey did is worse than what Kyrie Irving and Ja Morant did combined because neither one of them did anything illegal. They didn't do nothing to harm nobody. They didn't put nobody in harm's way. They didn't do any of that. They got suspended off perception. The fans are not going to like what you did. It looks bad for the league. Code of conduct. But what Josh Giddey did is actually a legal matter. A real legal matter. I'm talking about a crime that you don't want to go to jail for, if y'all catch my drift. I'll just leave it at that. And we sit there every day as people when we let this continue to happen to us. We continue to just put our head down and continue to do what we was doing yesterday and act like we don't see it. We are cowards. Every NBA player that took a dribble today, you are a coward. Can't none of y'all go to the post game and be like, listen, all I'm saying is I understand what Ja Morant and Kyrie Irving did, but I mean, I don't understand the double standard of why Josh Giddey is playing tonight. Because I don't believe that if that was somebody of my complexion, it would be just that cool. When Allen Iverson got when they were sitting up there with Allen Iverson whole situation when he was young, man, they put him through they tore that man down so bad for an action, something that did actually happen. Kyrie Irving and Ja Morant got sent home off of perception. They did nothing wrong. They literally did nothing wrong. Even law enforcement came out on Ja Morant's side and said he did nothing wrong. You see the double standard? You see how one gets treated and get when everybody was on Kyrie Irving about the shot, about taking the shot. Aaron Rodgers lied to the public and said that he took the shot, but really didn't. And they wasn't running him through the tabloids. They didn't make him the face of it and give him so much vitriol and hatred and was on every sports show. Got Stephen A. Smith coming at him every day. They wasn't doing none of that to Aaron Rodgers. And he literally lied about it. Kyrie Irving said, I'm just not doing it. Now, which one is worse? Mind you, they tried to tear down Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving wasn't the only NBA player that said no. He was just the only one that got criticized for it. He wasn't the only one that said no. He was the only one that got criticized for it. And we continue to let this happen, man. We continue to let this happen to us. And they show you every time, as long as we cash in your check, we're going to treat you we're going to treat you however we want to treat you. Period. Do something about it. Josh Giddey may have done something allegedly egregious. He still get to play. He ain't the headline on First Take. He ain't the headline on Undisputed. When that stuff was happening with Kyrie, Irving, and Ja Morant, they was the headline on every sports talk show around America. Day after day for weeks at a time. For something that wasn't even illegal. Kyrie Irving, that was just his opinion. Kyrie Irving didn't even give an opinion at first. He just posted a link. He got suspended for posting a link. And they tried to make him apologize. You don't see nobody out here making Josh Giddey apologize for nothing. They being all nice to him at the press conferences. And we continue to let this happen to us as a people. Let them treat us any way we want to because we ain't the right complexion. When we run the NBA, without us, there is no NBA. There is no NFL. They don't come to see them. They don't come to see no slow white boys. If I'm lying, then why did they ever emerge both leagues? That's why they had to let blacks play in the professional leagues because they were the best players. If you don't know your worth, they're going to tell you what it is. If you don't know your worth, they're going to tell you what your worth is. Every NBA player should have said, we will play basketball when y'all take Ja Morant off of suspension if you're going to let Josh Giddey play basketball. If y'all suspend Josh Giddey, we ain't got no problem. But if y'all, because y'all think, well, we don't know if he did it or he don't. The NBA and NFL don't suspend people just because you did it or you didn't do it. It's the fact that you may have. They don't need to have you legally convicted to suspend you. They don't have to do that. That's not in their bylaws. They can suspend you off of anything that they think is detrimental to their league at their discretion. How they did Kyrie Irving and Ja Morant. Josh Giddey allegations, way worse than that. He playing against the Sixers tonight. We gotta wake up, y'all. Dean, by any means, hit my Cash App, holla at your boy. Like the video, subscribe to the video, tell people about my channel, and let's get it popping, man. We growing very fast, very, very fast, and I like it, and I'm just enjoying the journey, y'all. The journey is what's important to me, because if you just worry about the end result, then you miss all the good times that you had in between. So I appreciate y'all from my first subscriber to my millionth subscriber. Dean, by any means, y'all already know. Get at me.